Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a different type of video. It is going to be a advice video for like dating. So if you're like in, well, I don't want to say middle school because I really don't think middle schoolers should be dating, but if you're in middle school to like college, this is for you. I really want to focus on high school and in college, but if you're in middle school and you're watching this and you want to listen and get some tips, go ahead and write some shit down. Write it down. So number one on my list is to love yourself. Now, loving yourself is so important because when you love yourself, then that means you're becoming to know your worth, and other people will start seeing it, whether it's your friends, whether it's guys, whether it's your coworkers, whether it's your teachers, whether it's just the people that you're around. They will see how you carry yourself and that you value yourself. And one thing that I learned from like one of my counselors is that you put out what you attract. So if you're putting out like that you don't value yourself and just like hatred and just like not being confident, that is what you're going to attract, and people will use that to their advantage. So that is number one, is to love yourself. And some tips on loving yourself: I would just like look in the mirror and just be like, accept the flaws that you do have and learn to love them. And I would look at like, find celebrities or like people that inspire you that have things that are similar to you. So like, I know for instance that like India Love, like I don't look up to her, but I have stretch marks on my boobs and she has stretch marks on her boobs, and she's very confident in them and her big bustiness. So yes, I'm not going to be wearing see-through shirts showing off my boobs, but it's like, okay, I see her, she's confident and her body is actually real, and I can like, if I wanted to look like that, that is actually attainable. So find confidence and just love yourself, and don't really compare yourself to other girls. Take little things away from them that you like, but I wouldn't like try to be something that you're not and compare. So that's what I do. I try to stay in my own lane and do my own thing and just take inspiration and stuff from other people to just be happy with my own self and not really compare myself, because it's really hard like nowadays on like social media when everybody has like this fake body type and it kind of messes with you because you don't look like that. So just try to be comfortable in who you are and understand that some things are fake and some things are real, and find people that you can relate to that have the body type or like the skin and the same hair type and stuff as you, where you can reach attainable goals and to fully love yourself to your full potential and be happy with the way that you look and you carry yourself. So number two is basically, it goes along with the first one, is confidence. Just be confident in yourself and exude confidence. Even if it's fake confidence, it's still confidence, because people will see that you're really like into yourself and you're confident and you're not like second guessing yourself and your choices, and that will be attractive to them. And yeah, but you shouldn't do it to attract people. You should be confident for yourself so you can live a happy, healthy, carefree, and have a good mental health. So yeah. And then third thing is establishing your self-worth, which goes with the first two. So once you love yourself and you're confident, you will learn to know your self-worth. Now, I don't want to give like a dictionary definition of self-worth, so I'm going to put it into my own words. So self-worth to me is just valuing yourself, valuing your time, and valuing what you bring to the table. So if you know you have a job, or you have great friends, or great things that you're doing, if you're in school and stuff, realize that and see like, oh, that makes me a pretty bomb person. Like, I'm doing something with my life, I'm doing something with myself, and that'll be attractive to someone else and attract the type of person that I want to attract towards me and that I would want to date or get to know or be with. So like, if you're making good grades, that's awesome. Someone will see you making good grades and being happy and confident in your intelligence, and they'll be like, oh dang, she's no longer just pretty, dang, she's really smart. That's attractive. So when you're just being the best person that you can be, then you're going to attract somebody that sees that and that maybe want to help you to be better. So number four is to value your time. Now, if somebody is distracting you or taking away from things that are important to you, they are not for you. So if you have homework, if you have to work, if you have to go to class, or if you have like a family engagement or something that is important to you and somebody is not understanding, whether it's a friend or a boyfriend, then you need to reevaluate that relationship, because it's not helping you be a better and prosperous person. Yeah, you may be talking to them or texting or FaceTiming them or hanging out with them, but it's taking you away from the goal that you have at hand, which in turn brings you down and makes you feel guilty, and you're gonna kind of blame that person, because like, dang, if I wasn't with this person, I could have been studying and made a better grade on my test, or I wouldn't have been late to work, or just other type of things that distract you from getting to where you need to be. And if somebody really wants to be with you and wants you to be the best you can be, they won't want to distract you and take you away from those things. So number 5 is surround yourself with great friends. If you surround yourself with great friends and you're having fun and you're actually doing things that you want to do, you'll be happier, and you won't really be focused on being single or like all the fuck boys in your life, because you have people that actually care about you and that you can do things with and have fun. So like, for instance, I'm single and I don't go on like dates like that all the time. So me and my friends, we go on dates. So one of my friends, we always go to the Cheesecake Factory. One of my friends, we always go to this place Bar Taco and have tacos. So like, go on dates with your friends and do things that you would want to do with a guy. Or if you're a girl and you like girls, if you're a guy and you're watching and you like girls, do something that you would want to do on a date, but don't have to worry about going with somebody that doesn't care about you or is just wasting your time. You could hang out with people who actually value your time and that you know you're gonna have fun with. So yeah, and the 6th thing is to stay busy. If you're staying busy, you're not really focused on being single, and when someone does come into your life, it's like, oh my gosh, they're like disrupting everything, and you're gonna just try to find time for them, and it just makes it like you're special and you're making time for them, and it's just adding value to your self-worth. Because if you're busy all the time and somebody sees you're busy, they're going to put more of an effort and show you that they like you and they care about you by making time for you around your schedule. Number 7 is actually get to know the person. So many times people either jump in relationships or like don't even really know who they're dating and who they're being with. So which brings me to my 8th thing, which is to be patient, which goes with get to know you. So don't try to like rush being in a relationship. I know sometimes when you're single, like I always want to like rush being with somebody, but actually you have a better friendship and relationship if you actually take the time to get to know them and just let things flow naturally. Because if it's meant to be, it will be. And even if you guys stop talking, you guys will find your way back to each other, because we're young and 9 times out of 10 somebody's always going back to the other person. But if you value yourself enough and that person's not treating you the way that you like, you'll cut them off. But if they are and you guys just have a misunderstanding, you guys can work it out. And number 9 is trust your gut instinct. If you have a gut instinct, your instinct is 9 times out of 10 right. If you feel like somebody's cheating on you, most of the time they probably are cheating on you. If you feel like somebody is lying to you, most of the time they are lying to you. Trust your gut instinct. If you don't want to go somewhere with that person, don't go, because you probably had a gut instinct that you weren't going to have a good time or was not going to be fun. So yeah, trust your gut, girl. Number 10, let their actions speak louder than words. So if somebody wants to hang out with you and spend time and is saying that they like you and they want to be with you, let them show that to you. Let them be the man that they want to be for you. So if they want to like do shit for you, let them. That's really hard for me. Like if a guy wants to like pay for my gas, if I'm like going to hang out with them or something, let them pay for your gas, because they're showing you that they value you and what you have going on, and that they're just like really being a gentleman, honestly. So if a guy really likes you, you can tell. They'll buy you food, they will like actually take time to talk to you and ask you how your day is, if you ate, just normal stuff like that. If a guy does not like ask you how your day is, or like just care about your mental health state or your emotional health state, and it's not reassuring you and stuff, then baby girl, they're not for you. So they're putting in actions and words. They're good. And number 11 is make a good playlist. Now I recommend making a playlist for like when you're in your feelings, when you really like somebody, because it's like getting that out and you can like sing and listen to it. And if they are really worth it, you can send them the playlist of how you feel. And if it's really hard for you to express things and communicate, make a bad bitch playlist. Now, your bad bitch playlist definitely needs to have Rihanna, it definitely needs to have SZA, it definitely needs to have Nicki, it definitely needs to have Beyonce, and it needs to have, I want to say Shakira, but Shakira doesn't really have that many like bad bitch anthems. So I would recommend listening to like Trina too. Trina will get you right. And just like make a list of songs that make you feel like a bad bitch. So if you're like in a bad mood, or if you need to feel yourself and feel extra confident, then you have that. Number 12 is to write a list of things that you do and you don't want in a significant other. This list does not have to be long. I don't recommend it being like over 15 to 10, because then you're just getting really picky. But I would write a list of things that you know you want. Excuse me. I would write a list of things that you know you want in a guy and things that you don't want. So like a turn on and a turn off list. So like things that I know that I want in a guy is that they need to be intelligent, they need to love God and have a good relationship with their mom, and they need to be definitely taller than me, and I have to be like attracted to them in some sort of way. And like a turn off list is like bad breath, they're not on time, they're disrespectful, they just are more into themselves than they're into me. And in anything, I feel like to have a successful relationship, the guy needs to be more into you than you're into them. Because if you're like obsessed with your boyfriend, he's not obsessed with you, something is wrong. Something is wrong. And the 13th thing is talking. Like, what the fuck is talking? Like, talking means nothing. We need to understand that when we say we're talking to someone, that literally just means we're getting to know them. Because I know people that have talked to someone for like 8 to 6 months, and like they were on and off, like they were in a relationship, they basically had a relationship, but there was no title, and a title does matter. So like after 3 months of talking to someone, well, really it's getting to know them and seeing if you actually like them and want to pursue something with them. After 3 months, if they don't want to claim you, you need to tell them adios, because they're wasting your time. And at the beginning of like anything, I would, even though like guys hate when girls say this, I just like, so like what are you looking for right now, or like where do you see this going? Like, you need clarification. And if they don't want to give it to you, then that should say a lot. And when they do answer, don't blow up on them. I would just like, when a guy is like when I think I want a relationship and I'm talking to somebody and I'm like getting to know them and figure out like things that we click on and don't click on, and things we like and don't like, I like, if they tell me that they are like just chilling, not looking for a relationship and like playing games, and I can like just tell by the conversation, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just having fun and I'm just chilling. So that like is the same thing that they said. So I'm not like over putting too much, I'm not putting so much emphasis on it, and I'm like not upset, I'm just being nonchalant. And I am a very nonchalant person. So once you like really know your self-worth and all of the other things I talked about, when somebody isn't willing to give you what you want in the relationship, you're not going to be like mad. You're just gonna be like, oh, I can just find somebody better that will give that to me, and me and you can still be cool, but just know like you can't talk to me like that anymore, because you don't want to be with me like that, you know? And sometimes it's really just patience and finding somebody that actually cares about you and wants to be with you, which takes patience, you know? But everything on my list I hope is helpful to you, and just be patient if you're single, or just be patient if you're with somebody and you want to be more with them, or if you're like talking to somebody and you want to date them. Just be patient, because God does have a plan. If you don't believe in God, the universe has a plan. And yeah, and sometimes you have to realize that some things are not meant for you right now, and that you can focus on other things and be happy and hang out with your friends. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to drink water, spread love and positivity, and that if you're not subscribed, I am a unicorn and I will hunt you down, and I will